and welcome back to another video. So, y'all can see that I'm doing videos nonstop. You know what I'm saying, but don't get used to it because you just never know with your girl. Anyways, you guys, so first thing first, yeah, I had to try to do something different with my hair. I don't know if it's really working for me or not. It may be, I don't know, but one thing I know, like I told you guys in one of my other videos, ladies, when you do your makeup, you can low-key throw on anything and like it'll go for the most part. So we just came up with this look today. I don't know. Feeling it just a little bit. We'll see. I really wish sometimes that I had a boo so like I can call him and just be like, yeah, what you doing? Just because I look cute. You know how we do, ladies. I don't know. But it's okay. That day gonna be coming one day. Who knows when. Anyways, that was enough jibber jabber. So, today, y'all, as y'all can see, we're going to be talking about something that I believe in womanhood, even in manhood, needs to be addressed. And that is jealousy versus envy. Yes, they are not simultaneously the same meaning or the same word. So, as we all know, I hope you guys know, but there's a saying in the Bible where God has he has different characteristics, and one of the things about God is that He gets jealous. The Bible tells us that God is jealous for us, not of us, but for us. So there is, in my opinion, a pure jealousy or natural jealousy that just comes or stems from a place of being attached or sometimes entitled or sometimes just in covenant with a thing, a person, or a place. So what I mean by that is, okay, ladies, in friendships or yeah, we're gonna use friendships. In friendships, your girl can probably like her business or her brand or her, degree, whatever it may have taken off in a direction or in a way that just blew everybody by surprise. And for the most part, that's just its timing. And a lot of times we can become either jealous or we can become impatient or we can become envious of our friends' endeavors or their accomplishments in life, and if we're not careful or we're not going down to the deep parts of us and trying to figure out where did this come from, that jealousy that can be so innocent can turn to envy. So if you don't detect at the very beginning why you feel what you feel, where it's coming from, and what is this that you're feeling, then you're going to be in big trouble. And that's what turns people's hearts hardened, because we become literally deceptive to the reality of what's really going on the inside of us. You know what I'm saying? So I see it a lot. I even see it in people, honestly, that probably think I'm stupid, but I'm not. I just don't address certain stuff. And some stuff I feel like it's better left unsaid, or some things is best letting people think that they know what they're doing, or letting people think they're doing something, but in reality, they ain't doing nothing. But you peep everything. So I can sense with certain people that I've known, with people that, I know, where you can sense it, and we can feel it in our bodies when somebody's either jealous, not really happy, or kind of feeling some type of way toward you. But there's people, and I don't want to say that because people do this that they are jealous for the most part, but it's something about them that won't allow them to celebrate you or commend you or motivate you the way that they say they do, but no action is put toward that. You feel me? So for instance, like I know people that, it don't bother me for the most part, but I know for me, I know when I am becoming jealous of a certain situation or a certain experience or a certain person. And it always, trust me, it always, for every one of us, starts off innocent. But then it grows because we don't catch it at its place. I've never been envious of anyone. But there are people that I don't know if they're envious of me or not. I don't like saying that because I always feel like people don't have a reason to be jealous of somebody else, like envious of somebody else. Like, I just don't understand. But there are people that like literally say they love you, they support you, they're gonna be there for you, they're so proud of you, and all of that good stuff, but won't share nothing, won't like nothing, won't do anything to invest in you, to show you, to back up their words with their actions to equal what they're saying. So a lot of times you have to be careful with that too, because as soon as you make it, or as soon as you a blessing come, or you reach a certain place in your life or at a peak, those same people that claim that they loved you and they were there for you and all that's gonna change because they don't act like they've been there that whole time, but in reality they weren't there that whole time. It was something in them, and they may be very, very, very unaware of what it is. Like, they probably don't understand or haven't been really paying attention to the different motives or the different feelings that they feel when they see you, when they look at what you're doing, and all of these other good things that comes to the place of where people don't realize that they're being blindsided by jealousy that turns into envy. And sometimes it can stay at a level of it can stay at a level of just jealousy. But my whole point and purpose of this video is to help you determine or detect or decipher or differentiate. Let's come on with the words. What's pure and what's not pure? What is this and what is not this? Where is this coming from and what should I do with it? How do I know the difference? Because this is happening a lot, especially with us being in this whole quarantine, shenanigans where people are posting, people are, becoming even more famous than they were before. People on brands or businesses that seem to be taking off even more because people are just at home shopping and doing stuff. It's like these things are literally coming out at us and also around us, and because we're like literally sheltered in, we may not know what to really do with those emotions. So I want to help you guys determine what's going on, because sis, that's not cute. Homeboy, that's not cute. To be sitting here silently killing yourself, being jealous or envious of someone else when they are not you. When we understand the value of who we are as women and men, I think this whole heart issue that we have and this whole process that God has to take us through because of our heart, it wouldn't be so what it is if we can just honestly be real with ourselves and get the help that we need and admit and confess what the deeper issues may be. I know that's a lot. I know it's easier said than done, but that's the reality of what it's going to take for us not to be out here projecting what we really feel and determine in our own hearts, because people can feel certain things. Like, I remember Heather Lindsay, if you guys are not familiar with her, she's a leader, in the body of Christ, but she said that she was adopted, and she said at the age when she was in her mother's womb, like the doctor said, like when you're in your mother's womb, you can actually feel the rejection that someone feels towards you. Like if your parents don't want you, if you can feel all of those emotions, and it becomes like it becomes semi a part of who you are, because you feel it and you feel a void, you feel an emptiness, and you don't understand why you feel that rejection, but it's there, and it was there from the time you was born. And as we grow and it's not properly nurtured or taken care of or considered, we begin to act out of those different emotions. And that's what we see a lot of the times in relationships, and that's what we see a lot of the times in the real world. So, like I said, everything starts off as a seed. And for me, I know with my girls, with people that I have to tell them. It was one girl that I am cool with, very cool with. And I told her at one point, I said, sis, listen, I don't have no problem with you. I'm not jealous of you in the sense of I'm not envious of you. I don't want to be you or nothing like that. But I told her how I wouldn't be me if I wouldn't address how I really feel about a person. I can't be fake. Like, I cannot be in somebody's face and knowing how I feel about them. Now, if I don't feel no type of way about you, but I feel awkward around you, that's because you're making it awkward, because that's just not who I am. But I told her, like, I saw myself becoming a little jealous of you. You know what I'm saying? I had to kind of will back, like, where's this coming from, because I'm happy for her. Like, I'm proud of her. So where is this coming from? But I was able to draw it back to where it was coming from. And where it was coming from is because she started to succeed in ways where I'm like, why, if I've done this and I'm doing this, how come my life seemed to be like this, but her life seems to be like that? It just didn't make no sense. So I started to become a little jealous, like, well, some people's lives is just better than other people, but I can't be mad at her, because that's just, what God did for her. But it started to kind of like irritate me when I seen her and certain things, and I was like, this ain't cool. I need to figure out what's going on. But the root was, how come she was progressing more than I was? And these little things can literally lead to jealousy. Like, it can lead to so much more than that. And then these little things turn into other little things. So you have to be so intentional and so in tune with who you are, that when these things happen, you can catch them. You know what I'm saying? And you can, okay, what's going on? And if you have that type of relationship with that person, I would tell them. Some people, you can't tell certain stuff because they get the big head and they start, oh, nah, she this. No. But I felt like for me, because this person did nothing to me, and I believe they genuinely cared about me and loved me, even though we're not that close, I felt like I owed her to just be honest with her. I felt like, and I did this like probably 2 or 3 times to 3 different girls, because I just wanted them to know, like, I'm not a fake person, because I could be fake and be in y'all face like, oh yeah, yeah, and not really be happy for you, you know. But I am genuinely happy for you, but there's something in me that's not okay with me. So because you are experiencing what I want to experience, that jealousy is coming up, and I have to let it stay at the place that it is so I can kill it. See, one thing the devil wants you to do is stay silent. So when you stay silent and you don't say anything, he can mess with you and manipulate you to say certain things and do certain things and make you feel and view people a certain way. And that's not what we're going to do. You have to confess. You have to release. You have to let it be known so that the enemy can't have any like hold over you. You know how people say, oh, you holding it over my head? That's what the devil does when we're silent and when we're acting out of these things that we don't want to give to God or we don't want to address on our own. You feel me? Right. Hurt. Anyway, so I told this person that or whatnot, and like what they shared with me was, dang, like, you know what I'm saying, like, that's the most realest thing I think a person has ever done, you know. And that's admit to me that they was jealous, you know what I'm saying, because some people won't admit it. Some people got so much pride in music and experience, and all these things have taught us how to be so hard that we feel like we cannot express our truth, not even to those that mean us well. But when she told me how much that helped her and how much like she even has more respect for me because I was able to share that with her, I felt like, you know what, like, and in that moment, the jealousy went away. It went away. Like, I look at that girl and say now, like, I knew baby said she was going to be a millionaire and she going to be a millionaire, period. Like, and I can see it and I'm rooting for her. Don't get me wrong. I still be like, God, you know, what's up? What's up in my life? You feel me? Like, what's going on? Like, I know I'm going to be a millionaire too. I know I'm an entrepreneur. I know I'm going to be all these different things, but why is our timeline so different? Like, come on. You know, I do all that extra stuff, but in the meantime, I'm going to root for those that are already making it because I do believe in these people. Even if I don't agree with your lifestyle, I came up with this little saying where I was like, just because I don't judge you or just because I don't make it known don't mean I'm in agreement with your behavior or with the way you live. That's just not my job to judge you. So I'm not going to judge you because we can't judge anybody. You feel me? God is the ultimate judge. So at the end of the day, my job is to love you. My job is to try to live a life that's influential in front of you, be real and authentic, in hopes that will transpire something in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like in whatever way. But at the end of the day, I have so much respect for people that are out here literally living their dreams, not letting nothing stop them. You know what I'm saying? Whether I agree with it or not, because it just shows me that it's something in consistency, and there's something when it comes to being motivated and knowing and believing in yourself and putting that hard work into it. So with that, y'all just gotta bring it back, will it back on in, and sit with yourself. You have time. You have a lot of time to sit with yourself and figure out what is going on with me. You have to figure it out. Fellas too. Because one thing I've learned is that y'all are wired differently, and that's cool or whatever, but you know, y'all, it's literally netted in y'all from the day you were born as well to be these hardcore men, and you can't feel that, you can't feel that. But men become jealous. Men are emotional. Men feel exactly what women feel, but to a certain degree, and we all internalize things differently. You know, like we just all deal with it differently, but men become jealous too. And I think with men, it's a little bit more dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So I want you guys to be more aware and intentional as well when you start to kind of get a little bothered on the inside. Like you have to pay attention to that little irritating feeling in your stomach when something happens. You know, you have to understand, why do I feel that way? You have to address it. You know what I'm saying? And give it to God and talk to somebody and see what you can do, because it's not healthy. I'm telling you, it always start off as a seed, and the seed always grow when it's being fed. So if you do not pay attention to it, if you do not uproot it at its root or before it can even start growing, it's going to turn into something very, 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 very bad. You guys know the story about it was Jacob and Esau, their brothers. But it was also another story I want to talk about too, but they wasn't really related. But it was Saul and David. Saul and David, I like that story better, so I'm going to go back to David and Esau. I'm going to go back to Jacob and Esau, but David and Saul. David did nothing to Saul. He respected Saul in his prospective place, and he knew that he would one day be king, but he respected the fact that Saul was king at the moment. So no matter what happened, he just wanted to make Saul's jobs a lot easier. But Saul, because people started to like hype up David and what he did in his accomplishments, he started to get jealous. And that jealousy, it was innocent at first, but then it turned to envy. So to the point where I want to kill you. So it took God's grace, God's protection, God's provision, God's way of, him and David being so close for God to give him insight about what to do and how to do it when it came to his own leader, like his own ruler. Like this man wanted to kill David, and David still had a humble heart. And even in the time of where he could have took Saul out, he didn't. That is humbleness, okay? That's humbleness. That's because that man was at a place within himself that he knew who he was. He understood what it was, and he understood that this is not really what it is. So I don't have to reciprocate that same thing and I don't feel it. I don't have to be something that I'm not just because you're attacking me for whatever reason because of what you're dealing with. No. So my whole point of saying that is if we don't take care of that little seed, somebody gonna be out here trying to kill somebody. That's what we see all the time. People be jealous, setting people up, envious, all this stuff, because people can't stand and see somebody else doing better than them or just doing better, period. Because sometimes people just don't like people. Just like the twin brothers, Jacob and Esau. Jacob was a manipulator and all the other good stuff, you know what I'm saying? And at the times, Esau didn't do anything. You feel me? From my perspective, but Jacob just wanted to manipulate his brother about giving him his birthright and doing all this stuff. And when he did, and all this stuff started to happen, now Jacob mad. Now he running because Esau out trying to get him. You know what I'm saying? But God was on Jacob's side. And you got to read the stories, you guys. But I just don't want us going into a year after year dealing with unsettled tension, unsettled emotions that will cause us from celebrating another woman or celebrating another brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we need to lift each other up. We need to deal with our own issues. No one's responsible for our issues, but we are. So going forward, we gotta stop this. Like I gotta say, even with my homegirls, like if something happened for them and I feel like, I'm like, girl, I'm jealous. Like, I'm jealous of what you got going on, but I'm so happy for you. I promise you I am. I'm just a little jealous because, I want that too. That's really what jealousy is. It's just wanting what somebody else have. And for the most part, I don't ever get jealous of a person because of who they are. I always get jealous, not always, but if I get jealous, it's only because of what you either have or because of your experience. I don't want to be you. I am in love with who God created me to be. I love me. I think I am so untouchable. Like this post, I want to say it so bad. It's like I'm uneffable with. That's how I feel. I promise y'all. Like I don't care if you light skin. I don't care if you thick. I don't care if you got hair down to here. I don't care what you're doing. I don't compare myself to women. I've been stopped doing that. Like I just don't compare myself because you're not me, never will you be, and I'm not you, never will I be. And I'm okay with that because I think there's something beautiful about every woman. That's why I have to go out my way to tell a woman that she's beautiful, if she's beautiful, or if she's doing something that I like. I have to because it's in me to like salute another woman. I salute you, sis. Like I salute you. I'm saluting you like all day, every day, and it's very genuine. If you know me or if you have encountered me, you know that my heart is pure and that I'm a genuine person. And if I don't like something or if I don't like you, I'm not gonna pretend. I might tell you, because sometimes I can't hold my tongue and I'm just blunt. So I'll probably tell you and probably, whatever. But my whole point is I won't let jealousy ruin or rule my life because the devil is a liar and I come against the throat of the enemy and I slice it with a piece of slice. Like, let me stop because y'all know I'm a little rapper. But yeah, at the end of the day, like you have to be aware and you have to be conscious enough to know that we have a real enemy and his job is to turn us against each other, ladies. Like his job is to turn us against each other. He's using our very own brothers to do it. He's using our own parents and experiences and friends to do it. We have to be understanding that it ain't really the person, it's the spirit behind the person. So until you really identify with that, you're going to keep finding yourself in situations where you're either always feeling like you're attacked or you're the victim or you're this or you're that or I have to be this because I have to pretend to be this because they're not going to understand. Like all of these different things. Like that's why I love the movie Selena and Juice with Tupac. Baby, they were friends. And these killed him. Y'all know. Sorry, these movies be movies, but they be real life situations that are real. People really have these eternal issues going on. So my point and my whole mission for this week, for this video, is to just get you guys to be aware of your own motives, your own intents, and motives and everything that you do, and also be more conscious about people that are around you. People that are around you, people that do things that their words are not congruent with what they do and what they say. be very cautious about that and how they move. Because one thing about me, I can't really force something if I don't feel something. Like, if I don't feel it, if I feel like it's off, I don't care how much you put on a smile in my face, you know? I just can't force it. Like, I cannot force myself to do or be something that I'm not around whoever. It don't matter. You feel me? So, like I said, you guys, this envious stuff, this jealousy stuff has to come to an end. And I bind that spirit in the name of Jesus. I bind it in the name of Jesus. We do not have a reason to be jealous or envious of another person. There's a pure jealousy. You feel me? Like, it's okay. Like, when you're in a relationship and, you know, you want old boy to be all on you and no other female. That's why it's a committed relationship. It's one. We become one. Like, no, I don't want you looking at sis. I don't care how beautiful she is. I am the only person you're supposed to see. You know, that's like an innocent jealousy, because we are ladies, we get jealous easily with certain things, and it's like, it's not like I'm mad at her. I just need your attention. No, you gave it to me. I've had this experience. Okay, oh girl, okay. But like I said, y'all, I can self-sabotage. So sometimes I can be like, she pretty, ain't she? She's so pretty. Like, don't you think she pretty? You know, I'm making them look at her. You know, but it's like, it is what it is. Because it's like, in my mind, you know she cute, I know she cute, so I'm just going to address it. I'm going to address the elephant in the room. But, you know, some dudes may think that, but that don't mean they want that person. You feel me? Because all dudes are not like that. So, my rant is coming to a close. I just feel like that's been on my heart, you know, because I feel that in the air, jealousy, envy, people just not seeing eye to eye for whatever reason. But just know it's not the person. So you don't have to hate them. You don't have to, you know, fight fire with fire. Pray for them, you know, love them from a distance. But be aware and check you, because you're the only person that you can check. So check you and make sure that you're not off, and make sure that even when people think they playing you, they not playing you. Alright, cool. So I will see y'all in another video. I love y'all so much. Like, yes. Let me stop. I just like making y'all laugh and being myself, because I feel like I can be myself on this YouTube, whatever. But anyways, I'm always myself. But y'all get what I'm trying to say. But anyways, I love y'all, and I will see y'all in another video. Probably tomorrow, okay? Or whenever. But y'all know I'll make another video, okay? So, like I always say, please comment, like, share, leave comments. You know, tell me other things that you guys will want to hear or talk about, because I'm up for it and I'm here for it all day, every day. Y'all are beautiful. God loves you. You are chosen. You have no reason to want to be another soul, because you're you. You're the only one that has your DNA. Embrace it. Bye.